You have been working a long time.
Yeah.
There's a picture of you that I'm just going to ask you what's happening here. You're jumping rope, I think. This is the picture that I saw. Is this you just exercising, or what is that?
Gosh, I don't... That is just... That's not me, okay? Let's just say that's not me.
Yeah, but it is.
I don't know.
It is, and you must explain.
I think, back in the 80s, when I first started working as an actor, aerobics was popular and everything. And,
sure.
And short shorts, as you can see, ever so flattering shorts. And I guess we were doing a photo shoot for something. I don't remember actually, how does Bryan Cranston stay in shape? And I was like, I can jump. My name is Bryan.
Let's talk about this book, how you've had time to write this in between. How have you had time to write this?
Yes. On a lot of flights back and forth across doing work, I would have time to be in my little cubicle on the plane and write. That's the other guy. That's the other guy.
Do you miss that guy? Do you miss Walter White?
I miss him to a...
Yeah.
I miss the experience of playing him and being around all those great people for 6 years. But the story came to such a great beginning, middle, and end that I'm satiated. I'm fine. It's like I'd rather leave with an audience wanting more of that than going, oh my God, is that show still on? So that's, Oh, now stop it! This is Bryan. This is Tidy Whitey Week.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, there should be a Tidy Whitey Week.
You know what? It has just become Tidy Whitey Week.
What the heck with Mark Harmon?
I should have asked him what he wears. Get him back in here.
Yeah.
But wait, before we move on, so there's lots of little stories. There are all sorts of stories about...
The stories about my life. The stories that I've been telling to friends about the challenging childhood I had and how I...
Quite a challenging childhood.
Yeah,
Tell a little bit about that.
Yeah, my dad and mom were both actors, and they met in an acting class in the late 40s and came together quickly and got married and set up shop, and they flamed out pretty, when I was about 10, 11 years old. And I didn't see my dad. He left the family, and so I had to grow up kind of fast, I think. And my brother, fortunately, my older brother Kyle, who helped me through a lot of it. But you just try to navigate your way through a challenging childhood by any means necessary. And then finally, if you come through on the other side and you've made it, then so much the better.
Yeah.
So a lot of that is in the book, and also meeting my wife. And
yeah, you had the story about you proposing to your wife. You have to tell everyone how you proposed to your wife.
So I knew it was time. I knew she is such a great catch. She's a beautiful woman and a heart and soul. And I realized that if I faced her and got on one knee and said, would you be my wife? I love you. Please, I would start weeping. And I wouldn't be able to get the words out. So I had to figure out a way where she was not looking at me when I was asking her to marry me. Now, how do you do that? And it occurred to me when I was in the shower one time, and I looked down, there's the bathtub, and I went, we take a bath together. How romantic. Okay. So we're up at this cabin. I get a bubble bath. I get champagne. And it was New Year's Day. So it made sense there might be champagne celebrating. So there's champagne and there's bubble bath. I had some light music on. And I was going to get in first. Then she was here. And we're both facing the same direction. Right? So, and then I would ask her to marry me. The problem was, where do I put the engagement ring? Because there was no place to put it. So I just had this thought. I put it on my baby toe. I put the ring all the way onto my baby toe and submerged it underneath all the bubbles. In she comes, and she's talking, and we're saying, this is nice, and we're staying there a while. I'm getting nervous. I got to do this. I got to do some more champagne. Okay, here it comes. And Robin, you mean everything in the world to me. Oh, thanks. And I push her face in. And I can't imagine not spending the rest of my life with you. Oh, I keep pushing her face away. And I want you, if you would, to be my wife. You'd make me the happiest man in the world. Oh, and I keep until finally she said yes. And then we did kiss. And then I said, oh, right, here.